first time there, overnight, I wasn't so sure she wanted him to stay.
USRA B-Modifieds presented by J&L Sales and Storage. Heat race number 1, we're going green. Stegeman and Joachim up front on row number 1. Who's it going to be off at turn number 2? It's Kevin Joachim in the 27 machine off to the early race lead. Stegeman in second spot, followed by Wiertsma and a whole host of cars behind them looking for position here at heat race number 1 of 3 for the USRA B-Modifieds. Johnson stepping up into that third spot to the outside of Alex Wiertsma. Wiertsma in fourth spot in the running order, got one up and over in turn number 1. Red flag coming out. Clay Pettit going up and over in turn number 1 off the top of the track in that number 8 machine.
Pettit out of Sheldon, Iowa, got high going into turn number 1. He clipped the wall. Car did not go up and over. It got up on one wheel and then came back down.
USRA B-Modifieds presented by J&L Sales and Storage. Flandreau, South Dakota. They bring you the USRA B-Mods 1 lap down, first of 3 heat races. Kevin Joachim, your race leader, as the green flag flies. Kevin Joachim with the race lead. Jason Stegeman in that second spot. Lyndon Johnson looking for that second spot. Johnson charges in the number 11 sheet. Give it a high side. Kevin Joachim, your race leader. Joachim, Stegeman, Johnson, and Wiertsma, your top 4 of the running order. USRA B-Modifieds presented by J&L Sales and Storage. Lyndon Johnson looking to get underneath Stegeman this time by at the bottom of turn number 3 as Joachim continues to stretch out his lead. Stegeman holding on to that second spot. Johnson and Wiertsma, your top 4. Erickson, Dustin Johnson, and Trevor Tesh at the back of the pack. Vans Implement Night here tonight at the Rapid Speedway. Big thanks to all of you for coming on out. Kevin Joachim, your race leader. Heat race number 1 of 3 for the USRA B-Modifieds. Joachim, Stegeman, Johnson, and Wiertsma, your top 4 of the running order. Erickson, Johnson, that is Dustin Johnson in the 80 machine, and Trevor Tesh in the 21 team. Kevin Joachim continues to lead him in the 27. Stegeman and Johnson continue to battle for that 7th spot. Lyndon Johnson looking for a way around, hasn't found it yet. A little too high in turn number 2. He'll have to check up a bit off the exit. Stegeman holds on to that 2nd spot. 2 to go this time by Kevin Joachim, your race leader. Joachim, Stegeman, and Johnson. 1, 2, and 3. Johnson looking to get underneath Stegeman. Stegeman's got the line. Alex Wiertsma in that 4th spot. Dustin Johnson working on Corbin Erickson for 5th spot. Dustin Johnson up to that 5th position. Joachim, the race leader of the white flag. Kevin Joachim, Jason Stegeman, Lyndon Johnson, Alex Wiertsma, your top 4 in the running order. As Trevor Tesh waving the white flag on the white flag lap. He's calling it quits for the heat race. Checkers come out this time around. Kevin Joachim, your heat race winner.
Kevin Joachim looking good in heat race number 1. Jason Stegeman in 2nd. Lyndon Johnson 3rd, and Alex Wiertsma grabs that 4th and final redraw position. In your J&L Sales and Storage B-Mods, top 4 cars make the redraw.
Carl Johnson, the flag man tonight at the ready. Looks like we're going to be going green flag racing right away. Heat race number 2 of 3 for the USRA B-Modifieds presented by J&L Sales and Storage, Flandreau, South Dakota. Green flag is in the air and we are racing. Dave Kennedy looking to the outside. Dustin Cruz, little trouble on the giddy up and go. He's going to have to pull that number 6 in pit side here in heat race number 2. So problems with the number 6 of Dustin Cruz. He'll retire from the heat race. Dave Kennedy, your race leader. Kennedy, Lauder, Vandenberg, and Tesh, your top four. Tyler Tesh looking to the inside of Damian Vandenberg. He'll slide up in that 22T for the battle for position. Tyler Tesh moving into that third spot in front of Damian Vandenberg. Dave Kennedy, your race leader. Tesh putting the hunt on Modern for second spot in the running order. He race number 2 and 3 for the USRA B-Modifieds. And Tyler Tesh looking smooth in that 22T. Modern a little slip up at the top of turn number 2. That'll open the door for Tesh to complete the pass. Tesh and Modern 2 and 3. Modern a little squirrely on the entry to turn number 4. Derek Van Veldhuizen looking to take advantage. Inside of Modern for third spot in the running order. Modern back to fourth position. Diggity is checking out. Dave Kennedy of the 21K, your race leader. Kennedy and Tesh, 1 and 2. Van Veldhuizen and Modern, your top four. Rounding out your field. Second of 3 heat races for the USRA B-Modifieds, presented by J&L Sales and Storage, Flandreau, South Dakota. Long-time B-Modified sponsor here at the Rapid Speedway. Kennedy, Tesh, Van Veldhuizen, Modern, Vandenberg, and Veen. 5 left on the track. 6 left on the track for heat race number 2. 2 to go this time by Dave Kennedy, race leader. Tyler Tesh, Derek Van Veldhuizen looking to make a move for second position, and Tesh still too strong. Tesh and Van Veldhuizen running 2 and 3. Caleb Motter in the 8M in that fourth position. White flag is out. Kennedy leads. Kennedy, Tesh, Van Veldhuizen, and Motter running in positions 1, 2, 3, 4. Vandenberg and Veen round out the field. Final lap, heat race number 2 of 3 for the USRA B-Modifieds. Your heat race winner, it's Diggity, the 21K of Dave Kennedy.
Well, Diggity, Dave Kennedy grabbing heat race number 2. Tyler Tesh in second. Derek Van Veldhuizen up to the third spot, and Caleb Motter grabs that fourth and final redraw position. To the inside of row number 2, out of Sioux Falls, the 18 car, it's Corbin Erickson. And outside of him, out of Dune, the 4 of Jackson Mulder. Inside row number 3, out of Brookings, the 29 car of Jesse Reynolds. And outside of him, out of Sioux Falls, the 1K of Scott Kennedy. And inside of your fourth and final row, also out of Sioux Falls, driving the 2R, it is Jory Montes. 8 laps of distance, third and final heat race here tonight in your J&L Sales and Storage B-Mods.
Now, Hot Carl's at the ready up there on the flag stand. We're going to go green flag racing right away. Third and final heat, J&L Sales and Storage, USRA B-Modifieds. We're on the green. Up front on row number 1, Trevor Kroc to the early race lead. Little contact between Mulder and Christensen here on lap number 1. Trevor Kroc, your race leader. Christensen running in that second spot for the time being, but you can see that crinkled up right rear after that contact. Kroc and Christensen running 1 and 2. You got the 18 of Corbin Erickson, the 4 of Jackson Mulder coming in for that third spot. Mulder into the third position. Erickson running in fourth. Here comes Scott Kennedy looking to the outside of Erickson for fourth spot. In the running order is Trevor Kroc. And Christensen started up front on row number 1. Little contact between Christensen and Mulder right on lap number 1 coming off of turn number 2. Thus the cosmetic damage, hopefully that's all it is, to the car of Cole Christensen. Trevor Kroc, the race leader. Cole Christensen, Jackson Mulder, your top 3. Scott Kennedy running in that fourth spot. Corbin Erickson. Here comes Jesse Reynolds. Reynolds looking to the outside of Erickson for fifth spot in the running order, and Reynolds is there. Trevor Kroc continues to lead. Kroc, Christensen, Mulder, and Kennedy, the top 4 in the running order. Third and final heat race for the USRA B-Modifieds here tonight. B-Mods presented by J&L Sales and Storage, Flandreau, South Dakota. As they work themselves out on the track, Trevor Kroc, the race leader. Cole Christensen in second spot, Jackson Mulder, got Kennedy, your top four. Jesse Reynolds, Corbin Erickson. And at the back of the pack, you got the 2R of Jory Montes. Jory Montes in the 2R machine. Trevor Crock, your race leader. Jackson Mulder putting on the heat for that second spot. Looking at the inside of Christensen. Mulder down low, Christensen through the middle. They're side by side for second spot. In the running order, here comes Mulder to the low side, looking for second. Christensen will battle back. White flag is out. Trevor Crock, your race leader. Mulder taking over that second spot. Christensen gonna cross over. Mulder will hold on in the second position. Checkers coming out this time around. Your heat race winner, the 52 of Trevor Crock.
Trevor Crock grabbing the third and final heat race here tonight. Jackson Mulder in second, Cole Christensen in third, and Scott Kennedy grabs that fourth and final redraw.
USRA Stock Cars heat race number 1. We are green flag racing tonight. Colton Ahrens looking to the low side. You got the 10N machine of Cole Nordquist with that race lead. Corey Kelderman looking on the top side right behind Nordquist. Ahrens on the bottom side. As Cole Nordquist continues with the race lead. Lap number 1, heat race number 1 for the USRA Stock Cars. Kelderman on top. Ahrens to the lead. Corey Kelderman going to get that high side running down. Corey Kelderman to the lead as Tanner Vandertop off the track. At the back of the pack, the 81 of Tanner Vandertop off the track. Coming on in through the middle, looking on the low side. 66Z machine of Elijah Siebenbergen. Siebenbergen is Kelderman up and off the track. Siebenbergen takes over the race lead. Colton Ahrens looking to come on the outside. Kelderman still moving in that 4D. Off the top side of turn 2 and down the backstretch. Looks like he's still under power. Will stay under green. Colton Ahrens, your race leader. Ahrens, Siebenbergen, Nordquist, your top 3. Leon Mulder running in fourth spot. USRA Stock Cars presented by Precision Auto Body. Heat race number 1 of 2 for the Stock Cars here tonight at the Rapid Speedway. Colton Ahrens, your race leader. Elijah Siebenbergen, Cole Nordquist, your top 4, Leon Mulder. And you got the 14X of Nick Johansson. Tanner Vandertop at the back of the pack as Johansson slows top side of turn number 2. Johansson pulls off on the backstretch. Colton Ahrens with the race lead. Ahrens, Siebenbergen, and Nordquist, your top 3. Johansson, it looks like he's pulling off of the track. It looks to be okay, and that 14X will stay under green. 2 to go this time by Colton Ahrens with the race lead. Colton Ahrens, Elijah Siebenbergen, Cole Nordquist, your top 3. Leon Mulder running in fourth spot. Tanner Vandertop, your 5 survivors left. Here in heat race number 1 of 2 for the USRA Stock Cars presented by Precision Auto Body. White flag coming out. Colton Ahrens, your race leader. Ahrens, Siebenbergen, and Nordquist, 1, 2, and 3. Leon Mulder running in fourth. And Tanner Vandertop at the back of the pack of that 81 machine. Checkers coming out this time around. Colton Ahrens, your heat race winner.
Colton Ahrens with the heat race win here tonight. Elijah Siebenbergen coming home in the second spot. Cole Nordquist coming home in third. And Leon Mulder grabs that fourth and final transfer position here at the Rapid Speedway. And
we're going green. Heat race number 2 is underway. Darren Cordles up front on row number 1, off to the early race lead in the 11K. Austin Brands looking to follow suit in that 17 machine. Brands will move into the second spot with Greg Wire running in third. Callis here at top 4 in the running order. Lap number 1, second and final heat race for the Precision Autobody Stock Cars. Darren Cordles, Austin Brands, Rich Greg Wire, Spencer Callis, Aaron Stetniks in that 5th spot, knocking on the door, looking to get into the top 4. Pair of orange cars as Tommy Crock in the back of the pack getting off of the backstretch, slow on the pace. Cordles continues to lead. Greg Wire looking to the inside of Brands for second, and Rich Greg Wire is there. Greg Wire moving into second spot. Brands back to third. Spencer Callis holding on to that 4th spot. Aaron Stetniks knocking on the door, and here comes Josh Kelderman looking to get into the mix for that 4th spot as well, as Cordles continues to lead Greg Wire and Brands along with Callis top 4. USRA Stock Cars presented by Precision Autobody. Second and final heat race here tonight at the Rapid Speedway Vans Implement Night. Darren Cordles, the race leader. Rich Gregwire, Austin Brands, Spencer Callis, the top 4 in the running order. Aaron Stetniks, Josh Kelderman, still battling it out for that 5th spot. Stetniks holding on to that 5th position for the time being as Callis has extended that 4th spot ever so slightly. Brands up on top. He's got a problem. Flat right rear, it looks like, on the 17 of Austin Brands. He'll have to pull in. So everybody will move up a spot, putting Callis up into 3rd and Stetniks to 4th. Now Kelderman looking to the inside of Stetniks for 4th spot. Cordles up in smoke down the front stretch with the race lead. The 11K of Darren Cordles going up in smoke. He'll pull off the track top side of turns 1 and 2, and caution will come out. Caution going to fly for the 11K of Darren Cordles with the race lead going up in smoke. At the 3rd spot, car of Austin Brands with a flat right rear just prior to that. Some tough luck at the front of the field here in the second and final heat race for the Precision Autobody USRA Stock Cars. Rich Gregwire, Spencer Callis, Josh Kelderman, Aaron Stetniks, Pete Crock. Your 5 left on the track. Second and final heat race. USRA Stock Cars presented by Precision Autobody, back under green. Rich Gregwire in the 32X with the race lead. Spencer Callis at second spot. Josh Kelderman, Aaron Stetniks, and Pete Crock rounding out your field. Second and final heat race, USRA Stock Cars presented by Precision Autobody here tonight at the Rapid Speedway. White flag is out for Rich Gregwire. Rich Gregwire with the race lead. Spencer Callis, Josh Kelderman, Aaron Stetniks the top 4. Pete Crock on the outside looking in presently in that 15 machine. Coming off of turn number 4, your heat race winner from Russell, Minnesota, it's Rich Gregwire. Rich Gregwire taking home the second and final heat race for the USRA Stock Cars. Spencer Callis coming home in that second spot. Josh Kelderman, Aaron Stetniks, Pete Crock rounding out the field. Your survivors from that second and final heat race for the USRA Stock Cars.
Trevor Tesh and Dustin Cruz, your top 20, and Jory Montes and Clay Pettit round out the field. 15 laps on the board. Hot Carl Johnson's going to give him the sign. We're going green flag racing next time by.
Hot Carl on the flag stand. Slacker Cody is out in Wisconsin somewhere, I guess. I don't know what he's up to.
Who goes fishing when we got races going on?
Right, exactly.
What kind of dedication is that? I
Do
know
that
he's
on the
watching.
ice in the winter.
I know he's watching.
Right. Of course he's watching.
He's probably got a twisted tea in his hand.
Green flag coming out. USRA B-Modified. A feature under green. As we make our way through turns 1 and 2, everybody through 1 and 2, A-OK. Kevin Joachim off to the early race lead. Caleb Motter in that second spot. Tyler Tesh, Dave Kennedy, your top 4 on the field. And rounded out by Jackson Mulder. USRA B-Modifieds presented by J&L Sales and Storage out of Flandreau, South Dakota. Kevin Joachim, your race leader. Tyler Tesh looking to the inside of Caleb Motter for that second spot. Tesh in the black and pink machine. And Tesh takes over the second position. Tyler Tesh, the second spot. Motter back to third. Dave Kennedy, flat right rear on the Jason Stegeman machine in that number 20 bottom side of turn number 2 there with Alex Wiertzma right behind him. Kevin Joachim, your race leader in the number 27. And I believe the caution is going to come out on that 20 of Jason Stegeman.
Got some rubber roam off the 20S of Jason Stegeman. Tires are rubbing on the inside there in the rear. You can smell that burnt rubber. Caution flag comes out.
J&L Sales and Storage, Flandreau, South Dakota, bringing you the USRA B-Modifieds. Your A feature back under green, Kevin Joachim, your race leader. Kevin Joachim with the race lead. Scott Kennedy getting up off the top side of turns 1 and 2. Kennedy still off the track, got one off the track behind him as well. Kennedy slowing down there on the backstretch. Reynolds back on the track, and Motter looks to take the lead. Joachim and Motter, they are side by side for the race lead. It's Caleb Motter off the exit of 2. Caleb Motter, your race leader. Kevin Joachim got a battle back on the backside, or bottom side, pardon me. Jackson Mulder running in that third position. On the Sparks fly on the front stretch. Caleb Motter, your race leader in the 8M machine. Jackson Mulder putting the heat on Kevin Joachim for second spot in the running order is the 8M of Motter, your race leader. Motter, Mulder, Joachim, and Melrison and Tesh, your top 5 in the running order. Reynolds up, pardon me, not Reynolds, but Erickson rather up and off the track on the exit of 4, back on the race surface. USRA B-Modified A feature, Caleb Motter, your race leader. Motter, Jackson Mulder. Christensen looking in that 6th spot. Dave Kennedy putting up a challenge in the 21K. Kennedy and Christensen, they'll battle it out for 6 as Motter continues with the race lead. J&L Sales and Storage, USRA B-Modifieds, your A feature tonight in the Rapid Speedway Vans Implement Night. Drivers will get the word. We'll be halfway next time by, and Jackson Mulder taking over the race lead. Mulder slides up in front of Motter. Jackson Mulder with the race lead. Caleb Motter in second spot. Derek Van Veldhuizen up to third. Kevin Joachim back to fourth. Tyler Tesh, your top 5. USRA B-Modified A feature. Jackson Mulder, your race leader in the white number 4 machine. Derek Van Veldhuizen looking to the inside of Caleb Motter for second, and Van Veldhuizen is there. Van Veldhuizen moves up to second. Motter back to third. Tyler Tesh working to the inside of Kevin Joachim for 4th spot in the running order. Got a couple of slow movers in front of the leaders here. And Reynolds. Jackson Mulder getting around Dory Montes. Derek Van Veldhuizen going to go underneath the 2 machine, and they will split the difference. Mulder and Van Veldhuizen running 1 and 2. Jackson Mulder, your race leader in the number 4 machine. Jesse Reynolds, the lap machine in front of them. Mulder and Van Veldhuizen 1 and 2. Motter, Tesh, and Joachim, the top 5 in the field. USRA B-Modified A feature here tonight at the Rapid Speedway. The B-Mods brought to you by J&L Sales and Storage, Flandreau, South Dakota. Jackson Mulder, your race leader. Caution coming out. We got some around in turn number 2. See Dustin Johnson around. USRA B-Modified A feature, 4 laps remain. Jackson Mulder, your race leader. As we come back, green flag racing. Green is back in the air. Jackson Mulder with the race lead. Derek Van Veldhuizen, Caleb Otter, Kevin Joachim, Tyler Tesch, your top 5 in the running order. Dave Kennedy banging on the door from that 6th spot, and he's got company. Dustin Cruz starting to make his way through the field in that number 6. Started at the back of the pack, and he's looking to work his way into a top 5 finish here tonight. He's got a few cars to get around before he can do so. Jackson Mulder, your race leader. Mulder and Van Veldhuizen 1 and 2 with 2 to go. Eric Van Veldhuizen looking to the inside. Mulder with a high side run. He'll hang on to the race lead. Jackson Mulder, Derek Van Veldhuizen 1 and 2. Kevin Joachim working back around Caleb Motter for 3rd spot as the white will fly for Jackson Mulder and Derek Van Veldhuizen. Veldhuizen bombs into turn number 2. Mulder still with the run. USRA B-Modified A feature checkers coming out this time around. It's going to be the number 4 of Jackson Mulder.
Jackson Mulder holding off a last-ditch attempt from Derek Van Veldhuizen to grab his first win of 2022. Van Veldhuizen comes home in 2nd. Kevin Joachim in 3rd. Motter comes home 4th. And Tyler Tesch rounds out your top 5.
We found our new trophy queen. USRA Stock Cars presented by Precision Auto Body. Leon Mulder, Aaron Stetniks up front on row 1. Rich Gregoire, Spencer Callis on row 2.
Think of how many races and how many laps Leon Mulder has led around this raceway. Old Speedy up there on the front.
He'll be starting from the pin here tonight. 5th and final A feature tonight coming to the green flag. Green is in the air for the USRA Stock Car. Aaron Stetniks and Leon Mulder side by side. Stetniks will work to the early race lead in that black and orange number 4. Mulder on the bottom side. Black and white 417. Gets it back to side by side. Elijah Siebenbergen looking through the middle. Mulder and Stetniks, and here comes Rich Gregoire. Gregoire through the middle in the 32X machine. He looks strong in his heat race tonight. Gregoire will get neck and neck with Stetniks for the race lead. Elijah Siebenbergen wants to play as well. Siebenbergen coming up on the top side behind Stetniks in that number 4 machine. Siebenbergen will bomb down low. Stetniks, your race leader. Rich Gregoire, Elijah Siebenbergen, Cole Nordquist, and Colton Ahrens, your top 5 in the running order. USRA Stock Cars presented by Precision Auto Body. Problems with the 417 of Leon Mulder. He's going to have to retire from tonight's A feature. Rich Gregoire, your race leader. Rich Gregoire, Aaron Stetniks, Cole Nordquist looking to come through to the inside of Stetniks, and Nordquist makes a power move to 2nd. Not to be outdone, here comes EZ. Elijah Siebenbergen moving into that 2nd spot. Rich Gregoire, the race leader. Gregoire, Siebenbergen, Ahrens, your top 3. Colton Ahrens into 3rd position. Stetniks running 4th. Spencer Callis, your top 5 in the running order. Problems with that 10N of Cole Nordquist, who had that nice run going. Rich Gregoire, your race leader. Gregoire, Siebenbergen, and Colton Ahrens, your top 3. After that, it's anybody's guess. Right now, it is Aaron Stetniks in the 4th spot. Spencer Callis, Josh Kelderman, Austin Brands. As Gregoire leads him in the 32X, Siebenbergen looking to gain. Elijah Siebenbergen trying to close the gap on Rich Gregoire for the race lead. Colton Aaron's on an island in that third spot right now. Aaron Stetniks and Josh Kelderman, your top five, and Spencer Callis goes around off the exit of 2. And the caution will come out for Callis in the 20K. Austin Brands, Corey Kelderman. USRA Stock Cars presented by Precision Auto Body here tonight at the Rapid Speedway. Vans Implement Night at the Rapid Speedway, our 5th and final A feature on the track. Trying to beat the weather on this Friday night. And don't forget, next Friday night, MSTS 360 Sprint Cars make a return to the Rapid Speedway. Rich Gregoire out of Russell, Minnesota. He is your race leader. Ocheyedan, Iowa's Elijah Siebenbergen at second spot. LaVerne, Minnesota's Colton Aarons. Rock Rapids, Aaron Stetniks. And Josh Kelderman out of Sioux Center, your top five. All right, well, race fans, looks like we're going to have to call it here tonight as the track conditions have deteriorated. We're going to be forced to call it here for this Stock Car A feature tonight. Didn't get to halfway, I don't believe, so believe we'll probably have to make this one up later on in the race season.